What's going on, everybody? D-Rail, Rails, Rants Reloaded. We gonna get right into it. You ever realize that on social media and TV there is a black woman only agenda? And when I say black woman only agenda, I mean that anything that is positive about black people, it's separated into black women and how they should team up by themselves instead of joining their counterparts, black men, in getting things progressively positive. If you ever thought about that, we're gonna talk about that right now. Right into it. We have a subliminal feminist black female only agenda going on, and it tends to make black women feel that they don't need black men. Black men are not needed. Black men are the enemy. If they have children, they are to raise the black children by themselves. And pretty much, black men are the scum of the earth. And in order for them to progress, to be progressive as a race, they have to do it by themselves. And this is pushed on social media. This is pushed in regular media with TV. If you look at a lot of the commercials, TV shows, and movies, they are swaying to a mixed role gentrification sort of takeover when it comes to the black woman. Either the black woman is going to be a full blown out lesbian, which I have nothing against gay people, but I have things against agendas. If you are a homosexual and you are naturally attracted to the same sex and it comes naturally, then that's something that, that's organic within you. But when you are influenced by stuff that is on TV, forced agenda, it's like if you raise a child and you show the child this hat and you say this hat is God, and you have a whole bunch of videos and propaganda to reinforce that, it is not a genuine thing. It is something that is, it is an idea that is implanted in a lot of people's heads. And with this all black female agenda that is getting planted in a whole bunch of females' heads, and this strong black woman bullshit that you see on TV is just an agenda to say that there are strength in numbers, and if we divide you, you can come over here and we will give you a stimulus package of help that you don't need your black male counterpart. And this is very counterproductive. And the powers that be is just like they say that the person that controls the media controls the masses. And the media is pushing this agenda. You have a lot of TV shows and commercials, like I was just saying, that have a agenda where there is a black female and she either is a single parent trying to do the best for herself, and they have content that backs her up, like you can do it, this, that, and the third, or there is a black female with a white man that is the only source of togetherness that you see a black female with. You rarely see black women married with black men on TV. It's always interracial. And the funny thing is, I have nothing against interracial relationships, but when you only see black women with white men, it makes the black man look like he's the problem, because you seldomly see white women with black men. Why is that? Does the masses not want to give away their women? I don't know. Because at the end of the day, the masses, the social media agenda pushers and the regular media agenda pushers will make it seem like being a black woman is the hardest thing you can be as far as being black, when it's really not. It's being a black man, being a black man, because at the end of the day, the rules, the same rules that apply for black women never applied for black men. When black women come out and they do their angry black woman shit and they not going for it and they shaking their head and you better do this, this, that, and the third, that is accepted to a point when it comes to the white media. Now, when black men do the same thing, as far as we not taking that shit, you gonna have to come better. I don't appreciate you disrespecting me. We are seen as a threat, dangerous, angry, violent, and it's not to be accepted. And the police will be called, and we will be and we will be made an example of. So when you dig deep into the psychology of it, it's very smart to separate the two because at the end of the day, in realization, if you pair a black woman, a strong black woman, with a strong black man, you have a dominant relationship that is real powerful, that doesn't go for the bullshit. Not one of these social media or Love and Hip Hop or Housewives of Atlanta relationships. Some real strong, powerful shit that shows a representation of a foundation of what the black family is on some Cosby Show shit multiplied by the 15th power. And I think that the people that are in charge of the content that comes out on TV and the people that are sharing a whole bunch of bullshit on social media platforms, they're scared of that. There is a underlying tone of fear when it comes to the black man and the black woman being together. And I also have to check the brothers because I don't want to be one-sided. You have a lot of brothers that are in their estrogen that are acting like they are taking prenatal vitamins when it comes to black women. All black women ain't bad. Just like on the opposite side, when it comes to black women, all black men ain't bad. Because if you do it like that, you have to look into every race and say that there's good and there's bad. But when it comes to black folks, especially black men or the black race, the African Americans in America, you always seem to extract the black man out of the situation and say that he's a deadbeat. He won't take care of his family. He doesn't work. He just wants to have sex with random women all the time. And at the end of the day, you could say that for every race. White people, black people, Spanish people, Europeans, all around. But when it comes to the African American, the African that is born and raised in America, that is exploited and used against us in life, in a court of law, and it's being used against us by our counterparts. So we have to really look at the shit that's going on, especially on regular TV, because at the end of the day, the campaign of black women don't need black men, that shit is real disrespectful. And we don't own any of the media, but we also will have females that co-sign that bullshit just because they had a bad relationship with a black man. But when they have a bad relationship with a white man, you'll never hear about that shit. It's just like people being unemployed during this coronavirus shit. You have a lot of people that's losing their jobs, but they're not going online and telling their business. It's the same thing when you have African American women that go into relationships with other races. When they are done bad, treated bad, talked to bad, hands put on them, you really don't see that put in a microscope. But if you have some sort of domestic issue with a black man, they'll come up with a whole TV show, an agenda, push laws and all type of crazy shit just to make it seem like black men are bad. You can't pigeonhole everybody into the same situation. It doesn't make any sense, and it's not right. Because if you do it for one, you have to do it all across the board. And then the data that people got, it doesn't take a person 5 minutes to come up with a satire website and pull up some fucking fake data making it seem like black men ain't shit. At the end of the day, there is an agenda and we are at war. And in order to take the first step in fighting the war, we have to clean up what's going on internally with black people as a whole, black women and black men. At the end of the day, everybody's not the same. Everybody is not mimicking what they see on Ratchet TV. You have good black men, you have good black women, you know, and at the end of the day, if you are a person that likes another race, if you're a black woman that is attracted to another race, that's okay. But don't be attracted to another race with the tagline of, I'm only with this white person because I know I'll do better than being with a black person. Because that's ignorant, and your forefathers and foremothers are rolling over in their grave. If it's organic, it's good. If it's, I'm doing this because I want to keep a status quo, just like people that, oh, I'm or women that I'm only going to deal with a man that got X amount of money, you're the problem. This is Rel Rants Reloaded. At the end of the day, like, subscribe, share. You're looking to get some free stock. I got a link in the description how you can get some free stock with, I forgot the name of the daggone company. It'll be in the description. If you can, contribute to the channel. And if you can't contribute to the channel, share the channel. That's a contribute. That's you contributing, and I appreciate it. So at the end of the day, peace and be well.